Okay, guys, welcome back to Crunch Time. Sure, you get the best NBA DFS picks for the day, each and every day, under 1 hour. Never miss a slate here, never miss a day here. Today we have a nice 3-game slate, and as always, joined with Chris, aka Chrissair DFS. How are you doing today? I think we have you.
I'm doing pretty well. Don't have any hair gel in my hair today, so that's a little different. Hopefully, it brings some good luck. But yeah, we have 3 games. Hope maybe we can play some virtual vacation. I don't know. We're gonna have to do something for time.
Yeah, you like that one. Yeah, let's do some housekeeping. Before we start, guys, if you have been here before and you know our content, you like our content, it helps you out, be sure to hit the like button, helps us out a lot. Also, if you have been here before as well and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell button, hit all as well so you get notified. Solid free DFS content every day. Chris over here is a mid to high stakes DFS player each and every day, different sports, different slates, so he knows his stuff. He's not just a YouTube guy, so definitely take advantage of that. Stay notified, stay up to date, watch our content, participate in the chat, get your questions asked, do all that stuff. Next order of business, if you guys
wait before we go to that, I gotta address some of these people. we got Thomas saying no hair gel today, LMAO. Not too nice. Weaver says talk hockey, boys, that'll fill time. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather play virtual vacation, but I mean, we might talk some hockey here. And then Hasty with Chrissair DFS should be Chrissair DFS.
That's a good one.
I mean, I used to be called that in high school, something like that. So
Chrissair DFS?
No, like instead of my last name, they would put an H in front of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's do the last bit of housekeeping, then we can get into the chat, get into some other content. But yeah, as always, guys, we use our optimizer at dfscrunch.com to go through the slate. So if you ever want to try that out as we're doing it, if you want to follow along or just use it for today's slate, you can get a 3-day free trial if you've never been a member. Try it out for free, no risk at all. You'll get access to everything you see here, plus more. All the sports that we have, both FanDuel, DraftKings as well. So definitely take advantage of that if you want to. Really good value there. Also our Discord, you get access to that as well, where you can talk to our community after the show and also ask Chris questions, me questions, all that stuff. So definitely try that out. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, of course, we have the winners of the night from yesterday. I think I messaged Chris. There's some more winners in the Discord, but I didn't get a response from him. I think he was rushing. Probably couldn't find his hair gel today or ran out. I'm not sure, but there's definitely more winners in the Discord. Not everyone made the cut. Today, I think we have, 4 people here. First up, we have Anush here with almost a takedown here. I think it was the after hours slate yesterday. Yeah, do you want to get into this one, Chris?
Yeah, so I mean, he was actually winning like 8K. I was kind of sweating it out with him. He was winning 8K with like 3 minutes left. All the garbage time players were in there. Vassell is in the game. Obviously, the Spurs like 11th pick. Gets a steal, gets fouled, so he shoots free throws, and then he gets put behind by 0.1. So that's like 6K or 5K that he went down just off that one play. So that was pretty unfortunate. But I mean, if Marcus Morris here got a few more, he missed like a few very easy looks. He actually didn't get credited for a block. Like I saw him get a pretty clear block. He didn't get credited for that, so that's a little unlucky. But I mean, still a good win here for Anush.
Yeah, definitely good to see. A win is a win. Still a great win there. But yeah, 0.1 point off. That's kind of tight. Next up, we have Chris back on DraftKings. Took a little hiatus on DraftKings. Now he's back and going strong. Yeah, what do you think of this one, Chris?
These were like pretty easy teams for me to make. Edwards, obviously in my main lineup, he didn't do well. He had like 11 shots in the first quarter. Then he finished with that. He only played like 20 minutes. So he didn't look very good. He only got like 8 real life points with those shots. But I mean, the opportunity was there. That's all you can really ask for.
Yep. Let's go through the other one here. We have Trigger. Yeah, what do you see here, Chris? What do you want to say about this one?
just a solid win here from Trigga.
Solid win from Trigga. Love to see it. One more, we have days of work. Signed up last weekend, Saturday morning, I believe. $3 to $36. Soccer, guys. We have soccer. Like, we have all the sports. We have esports too, guys. Like, there's a lot of value here. But yeah, what do you see here, Chris?
I think he had a stack here with Man U and obviously Man City, with one other defenseman. So I mean, good lineup construction here. Days of work, obviously he's really big into GBPs, likes to stack and all that stuff. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I think we have some more. Chris sent them in the Discord, or from the Discord. We can do this one first up, turn and burn. $80 into $600, almost 20 to 75 to 11. I'm just going to round it up. What do you see here, Chris? What do you want to say about turn and burn?
I mean, I can't see too much, like, but we see one. He went like 7x, or 6x, something like that. But yeah, it's really cool to see.
Yep. And then one more, Clement C. Davis updated his picture. I think that's the Buddha over there. Yesterday he sent us the what was it? The meditating emojis. You love this emoji here that he sent first, Chris, the ice cold one.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that he updated his Discord picture. Yeah, if I'm looking at Discord now, it's a Buddha thingy. So I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What else do we have here? I think that's all the ones we'll go through today. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I think you saw most of these already, Chris. Sports Simmer saying, or that's Ghostify, aka Sports Simmer, simulation guy that we have here. Anthony Davis is a lock. Hasty sent a Sexton clip to the email. We got some fan mail. We can open that up on this 3-gamer. I think we can definitely talk hockey. What else do we have here? Josh is saying he was not a winner yesterday. Smiley face emoji with a tear on it. Can't always be a winner, but yeah. Good bankroll management is important. Charlie Cole says, how about Clint Capella?
Yeah, I mean, I had him as my lock yesterday after the show in the Discord, so got like 80. He went 10x for his price, which is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Hasty with the emoji, the monocle emoji, Anush monocle. That's a nice emoji, Hasty. Good one there for sure. Capella, yeah. Trigger with emojis there. Thomas is saying, one day, Thomas, one day. I think he's referring to this.
No, he said, man, when am I going to make the board?
Oh. Yeah, no, one day. I mean, it's up to Chris. Like, Chris is the guy. He decides who makes the cut, who doesn't make the cut. I never make the cut. Chris always makes the cut, and then he always picks someone else. So it's hard to make the cut, even if you're a winner. Yeah, Clint did smash. You guys do EPL from Josh, Chris?
Yeah, we have EPL projections and all the stacking features and all that.
Yeah, all those handy-dandy GPP features. Pretty sure I've seen Thomas up there from Hasty. Have we had? I think we had him once.
Thomas says, maybe I'll ship out hair gel to Chris to grease the wheels. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll order some food, and then on the delivery route, you can pick up some hair gel for me.
Is he working today, Thomas?
No, I don't think so.
Ghostify saying my lineup was Doncic, Nunn, McDermott, Johnson, Capella, Brogdon, Gordon, Davis. Yep. Trigger saying centers destroyed yesterday. Hasty says can't hurt. And Ghostify says true. We can go over Hasty's clip that he sent here, guys. Let me just close this. Should we go through it, Chris?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, obviously, Colin Sexton had a great night last night. Double.
Anyway, can we first just point out, like, Hasty sends a Facebook, like, he sends this video from the Sports Center Facebook page. I mean, like, not even a YouTube video. He sends it from the Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Didn't he just get Facebook as well, just to, like, have the group chat with going?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's see it. Hasty also has a T-shirt of this actually. So
Yeah, I don't think we talked about this on the show, but I think Hasty's a big Sexton guy. He likes that he stared into. I don't know who this guy is, but he stared into his eyes.
Someone's
the other guy
son.
looked away. That's what Hasty likes to see.
It was someone's son. He told me. Forget who it was. I'm sure he'll bring it up in the chat. I think he says it was Anthony Hardaway's kid. Yeah. Okay.
Trigger says Chris looks like he just won a Nobel Prize. I don't know. Is that a good thing? Do I look like a scientist or something?
That's a good one. Yeah, let's get into the content now. Yeah, are you ready for that, Chris? Or should we? Let's first content. Should we go over the GPP?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, let's go over this. Yeah, what do you see here, Chris? Kendrick Nunn crushed. Like, I mean, this is a really high score, pretty high score, I think. Aiden.
Yeah. So if you could just scroll down a little bit. Yeah, there. Yeah, I mean, Aiden. We were talking about him all show. I didn't end up with him. I luckily ended up with Clint Capella. We got like 16 more here. But two crazy scores from both of them. McDermott, Porzingis, like all these guys were solid plays. His low-owned guys were obviously Sexton and Osman. Went into double OT, so that helped him. And then Kendrick Nunn, 5.5K. I don't think many people wanted to pay that for Kendrick Nunn, but I mean, Hero and Butler were out. He got 43. He was a better DK play, but this guy had a solid lineup here. And Trae Young, I had him as my tournament lock of the day. I like to see when my tournament guys are in the winning lineup.
Yep, definitely good to see. Let's do same thing over on DraftKings. I don't think I have that open actually. I think there's some chat for you, Chris.
Yeah, so I mean, it's more hair talk. Obviously, a very popular topic of discussion here is hair. Yeah, Ryan says hair different today. Sports Simmer says Chris's brains come from his hair gel. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have any brains today.
I thought you said it was going to be good
No
luck
brain
though.
power. I mean, Sports Simmer says it comes from the hair gel. So, yeah, Josh, no brains today. I guess not.
Which one should we open? The Mega 8s? Excellent 8s?
Yeah, the $8 one.
Yep. Let's go over it, Chris.
Yeah, so Sexton here, Nance, Osman. So he had the double OT stack from the Cavs side, and then Jeff Green, obviously another 2% guy. And then outside of that, pretty chalky. So he went with chalk and then stacked the Brooklyn Cavs game, which obviously went under-owned with these guys. So, I mean, kind of makes sense what he did with this construction.
Yep. What else do we have in the chat? Nunn is Providence's finest. He can ball, plays great D from Hasty. Trigger likes grease up the wheels.
Yeah, definitely a good one from Thomas. Grease up the wheels. Ship me some hair gel.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into the slate then. Are you ready for that, Chris? Or should we do anything else before?
No, I think we're good.
Let's go into it. Okay. Let's do FanDuel. I mean, let's not do FanDuel. We do both, actually. Let's do this first game here. LA against Milwaukee. Actually, before we do that, Chris, how about the slate overview? The small slate overview from you. Like, important things to look out for today. Any narratives that you know of. Any key pieces of news. Any of that stuff that you just want to mention before we get into it.
So obviously we have the 3-game slate. The Lakers-Bucks game is the highest total of the slate. It's at 228 right now. The other games are around 215. Also has the tightest spread, so that's definitely going to be a game that we're going to target players from. Obviously, most of our studs come from there with Giannis, LeBron, and AD. Yeah, I don't think we're waiting on much news. Like these Lakers guys are LeBron's questionable. AD is probable. They're always in, so I don't think we're really waiting on too much.
Yep. Okay, let's do that. Trigger says Cash Money Chris. I think that name's sticking around. What do you think of that one?
I'm fine with it.
Fine with it. Okay. Okay, let's do the first one. LA Lakers against Milwaukee Bucks. Let's do LA first. We have Davis marked as probable. Dudley is out for them. Wesley Matthews probable. James is questionable, and then KCP is probable as well. Starters, we have Dennis Schroeder, Caldwell Pope, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Marc Gasol. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Chris? First game here and the Lakers.
So, like I said, this is the high total game. The Lakers have an implied team total of 113. So we do have interest in LeBron and AD today. I like both of them, both sites. Like 9-5 for LeBron. He didn't play well last game, but he played a season high in minutes. He played 38. I expect him to get up for this game. He always seems to get up for big games. Obviously, it's a TNT game here, the first half of that doubleheader. So yeah, I do like LeBron here in this spot. We're getting a discount on him. I expect him to play well against the Bucks. Same sort of thing for AD. 10K on FanDuel, a little cheaper on DK, 9.4K. So I have interest in him on both sides as well. Both formats, really good play. Outside of that, I never really like to talk about too many other pieces on this team. Maybe Alex Caruso on DK, 200 over the minimum. It's a 3-game slate, so we don't have much value, and we're trying to gem in the studs. He kind of fits today. Like as long as he can get us like 15, we're happy with that. Even less, like it's fine on this slate. Like he plays around 20 minutes. He can get you some 3-pointers, get you some steals on DK. So I think that's a fine last piece in cash games. Probably no interest in tournaments. I mean, Schroeder, Kuzma, tournament only for me, same as Montrez. For guys in that price range, I'd rather go to pieces in other games, other teams. So yeah, I think it's, for the most part, it's LeBron and AD on both sites, and then Caruso in DraftKings cash.
Yep. Josh in the chat says AD about to go stupid.
Yeah, I like AD today.
Yeah, and then Hasty says this is the Super Bowl for the Bucks. They will try hard to win this.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can say the same sort of thing for the Lakers. Obviously, it doesn't mean as much, but I think they still get up for this game. Last year, in both of the games that they played each other in the regular season, it was like competitive, close game, good fantasy points from the main guys. So I mean, I do think that they get up for this game.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the Bucks. Nothing noted here that I see. Starters, we have Drew Holiday, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. First question on the Milwaukee side from Thomas. He's wondering if Giannis is going to ask his teammates to crown him again.
If he's going to ask his teammates to crown him again?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they win, and maybe he will. I think there was a video. I'm trying to find it of that.
Hasty says hope so. Should wear his MVP shirt during warm-ups.
MVP shirt, like it's a high school tournament where you get the MVP shirt for winning.
Yeah. Are you pulling up a link video?
I can't find it.
Yeah. What do you think of the Bucks, Chris?
Wait, maybe I found it.
Crown me.
Crown me. I think it's this. Here, I sent it to you. Oh, wrong one. Oh, it's not copying. There you go. Open that one. We could give it a quick watch. 20-second clip. I think this is it. Yeah. This is it for sure. So this was last year in Milwaukee as well. He hit set 3. I think he hit 5 threes. Might be a career high for Giannis. Yeah, then he does that. I think that's what Thomas is referring to.
Yeah. Crowns himself as the new king. Hanson's a little late in the chat. He says, "Where's the gelled hair at?" I guess we can touch on that, Chris. Important topic, 3-game slate. So let's jump back into that. Where's the hair gel at?
I mean, I like what Trigger said. He said Chris looks like he just won a Nobel. So I mean, I guess I'm going for that look. That's my look today. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm going for here.
Were we out of time for the hair gel today? Like, were you rushed or you just ran out of hair gel? What was the problem today?
And I just didn't feel like putting it in.
Going for the natural look today. Yeah. But yeah, Chris, let's get into Milwaukee. What do you think here?
So the Bucks, they're very interesting on this slate. They have the highest implied team total. I think it's 115 right now. So we got a lot of interest in this team. I guess I could start with FanDuel and then do DraftKings after, just because we have time. So on FanDuel, I think the main guy that sticks out to me in terms of pricing is Dante Vincenzo. He's 4.4K. If you look at his DK price, it's like 5.5, I think. No, it's 4.9 now. I think it was 5.5 last game. But yeah, shooting guard's kind of thin today. We want to spend down at some places just so we could fit in the studs. So I do like Dante DiVincenzo in FanDuel cash games. Helps you get guys like Chris Middleton also on the Bucks here, 8K. Chris Middleton has just been, I mean, he's been really good this season. Like, super efficient. Just does everything for them. Passes the ball well, gets some steals, gets some blocks. So I like Middleton a lot here for 8K in cash games. Like him in tournaments too. And then obviously up top we have Giannis at power forward, 11.3K. It's kind of a discussion in FanDuel cash if you play him or not. You have guys like Randall for 9K who are also interesting. Obviously he's going up against the Warriors, so that's a good matchup too. But this 11.3 price tag for Giannis is pretty fair. I wouldn't be surprised if I land there in cash games. Wouldn't be surprised if I don't. And then I do like him in tournaments a lot as well. I think he also gets up for this game against the Lakers. I think Hasty said it's like the Super Bowl for them. Yeah, because we know they're not going to make it deep into the playoffs. This is their time to play the Lakers. Yeah, and then on DraftKings, same sort of thing. We don't need Dante just because he's 4.9. We can go to cheaper guys like Caruso, I mentioned, 3.2, just a way better price tag. Going down to him allows you to pay up for other pieces. So I still like Middleton here. He's 7.6 on DK. I think he's a lock there. Both formats. Drew Holiday, I didn't mention him on FanDuel, but on DK he's 1K cheaper, so he's 6.6 compared to 7.6 on FanDuel. So yeah, I like Drew Holiday in DraftKings cash. Brook Lopez as well, 5.1K. Didn't mention him on FanDuel, but the DraftKings scoring system just kind of fits him better with the 3-point bonus. So I like Brook Lopez as sort of a last piece in cash games. And then obviously in tournaments too, I have a lot of interest. He always seems to have some upside with his, like, he can get hot with his shot. He can block a few shots. So yeah, I do like Brook Lopez here. Giannis, he's not fitting as much in DK. A little harder to get, 10.5K. Even though he's cheaper than FanDuel, it's kind of, we don't have great value here. Like, our only value really comes from Alex Caruso's 3.2K. It's not, and that's not even great value. So it's a little harder to get him. I like him a lot in tournaments, but probably not in cash games as of now with the value we have. And then last guy I'll mention here for value on the Bucks is Pat Connaughton on DK, 3.4K. If you want to play him and Caruso together, you can probably get up to Giannis. If you want to play Connaughton instead of Caruso, you can do that too. So yeah, I don't mind him as a value piece here.
Yep. Some more hair talk from you, Chris. Hasty says going for the natural look today, all natural. Hasty says Nova Boys for value.
Dante.
Yeah. And then Tom's saying, real talk, when is Garry going to utilize his green screen? Yeah, I definitely need to unleash the green screen one of these days. Don't really know how to set it up here. I'm not on Windows or Mac, so it's like a little bit harder to do. But I think one day we'll have it. I'm not even sure what to put in the background. Any ideas, Chris?
Probably a picture of Chris Boucher would do it. Maybe Andre Drummond, DeAndre Ayton, some of those guys that you're high on that no one else really is. John Wall.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I might do that. Maybe I put like the cover boy back there. Who knows? Maybe make my own cover there with the players you mentioned. I'd like that. Um, Trigger says, dude just hits threes against the Lakers. Thomas says, still waiting, big guy. Trigger saying, remember Zion's first game last year? Dude hit like 5 threes, and I don't know if he's hit one since from Trigger.
Yeah, he hit like 5 threes in the fourth quarter or something, like something ridiculous like that.
Oh yeah, and I had him. That was nice.
I don't think he's hit one since then.
Yeah, that was the next. Yeah.
Oh
Hasty says to that, Zion got smart, plays to his strengths.
yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it would be nice to see him stretch out his game a little bit.
Yeah. Josh is asking about KCP.
I don't love it. Like, you can go there as a last piece instead of Connaughton, Caruso. But like I said, I don't love it. I'd rather, like, on FanDuel, he's shooting guard. I'd rather pay 400 more for Dante. I'd rather pay 400 less for Reggie Bullock. So I don't love it on FanDuel, but I'm okay with it on DK.
Yep. Okay, let's do the next game here. We have the Knicks against the Warriors. Let's do the Knicks first. Frank Ntilikina is doubtful for them. So is Austin Rivers. Alec Burks is marked as probable. Starters, we have Alfred Payton, RJ Barrett, Bullock, Randall, and Robinson. You already touched up on Randall. Mentioned how he's a guy you might consider over Giannis at the cheaper price tag. But yeah, what are your general thoughts here on the Knicks, Chris?
So, like I always say, we love targeting the Knicks. They play a lot of minutes. They don't play a very deep rotation, and if they do, they're bench guys. They don't play too many minutes. Big news here is that Rivers is doubtful, Burks is probable, so I don't expect it to change too much. I kind of expect Burks to just slot into Rivers' minutes. Maybe he'll play a little more, but I don't think it changes too much. But I mean, on this slate, we don't have great value, so like I mentioned, Reggie Bullock, he's going to play, 28, 30 minutes. He can hit a few threes, he can get a few steals, he can get us there in FanDuel cash. So I don't mind him there as the last piece. He's making all my builds right now, so like, I'm fine with it on a short slate. Like I keep saying, no great value, so it's okay. Julius Randle, he's someone I've interested on both sites. He's 8.8 on DK, 9K on FanDuel, so like really good price tag here. Really good matchup against the Warriors. Usually we see the Knicks games around like a 205 over under. This one's at 215. Obviously they're going against the Warriors. They play fast. It's the back end of the back-to-back for the Warriors here. That's we'll go over that when we go over the Warriors. But yeah, I like the Knicks here in this spot. They play a ton of minutes, so Randall, like I said, really good play. And then on FanDuel, Mitchell Robinson, I like him as well, 5.6K. We don't have great options at center. It's probably between him and James Wiseman. I like Mitchell Robinson there at 5.6. Obviously, he can get you like 4 blocks in a game, a couple of steals. So he has a ceiling. Pretty good double upside as well there. And then the rest of these guys probably tournament only. Emmanuel Quickly, I don't mind him. Alec Burks, if you want to take a shot on him in tournaments, I'm okay with it. He's a little expensive. It's his first game back in I think 10 games, so he's probably going to be on a minutes limit, I'm assuming. But I like his price tag more on DK, 5.3. If you want to go there in tournaments, I'm fine with it.
Yep. Ghostfly's asking, are you saying he sent you his player pool? He also says, Chris, what are you drinking? Yeah, what are you drinking today?
Same as always. Brita. Water.
Brita, yeah. No, you're not drinking water. You're drinking Brita.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hasty's probably with the Vitamix, as always. Thomas probably with the peach soju in the morning. I think he was on that earlier today.
It was apple today. He said apple for good luck. So.
Apple soju for good luck from Thomas. Some chat here. Middleton over Giannis from Ghostify. Randall, go to the season. He says quickly over Payton all season long.
Yeah. So I forgot to touch on Alfred Payton. I like him in FanDuel. He's 5.3K. Obviously Rivers is out, so that helps him a little bit. Burks being in, I don't think it hurts Payton that much. I think the fact that Rivers is out helps more than the fact that Burks is in, if that makes any sense. But yeah, the price tag is nice for him. I know Hasty said quickly over Payton. but like quickly his minutes are pretty sporadic. I'd rather go to Payton for 5-3. I definitely don't mind that in FanDuel cash.
Yeah. Trigger says Wiseman owns Randall.
Why is that?
Not sure. No follow-up. Hasty said really. No follow-up from Trigger. Maybe just a hot take. Thomas is saying someone needs to take Wiseman for a night out on the Warriors. Dude is way too shy and quiet. Take him to the strip club. Maybe he will unleash after a good night out with the boys. From Thomas Bay.
I think he unleashed yesterday. What did he get? He got like 33. Yeah, he got 33. Maybe they took him out the night before yesterday. Maybe he's a changed man now.
He says, I like Wiseman, but Randall will bully him all night.
I think that Wiseman will be on Mitchell Robinson and Randall will be on Draymond. So I don't think that really. I don't know. I don't think that matchup really matters today.
Yeah. What else do we have here? Josh says, stay hydrated. Yeah, take a sip of that Brita Crest while I go through the next side here. Let's do Golden State Warriors. Over here, we just have Damian Lee marked as probable. Starters, we have Curry, Oubre, Wiggins, Green, and Wiseman. You hydrated, Chris? Yep, ready to go. So what do you think of the Warriors?
So we were talking about Wiseman. He's interesting on both sites for me. On FanDuel, he's 4.4K, so if you want to use him in cash games, I don't mind that. I think he's a better tournament option. Like I said, he got 30 fantasy points last time out yesterday. Played 25 minutes, so as long as he doesn't get into foul trouble, which is my only concern with him, he should be able to get there for this price tag, but it's kind of risky. He seems pretty handsy. Still learning his way in the league, but on DraftKings, we can play two centers, so he's 4-5 there. I think he's a lock for me. Just a really good price tag on this slate where we don't have great value, so I do like Wiseman there. Other guys, Steph Curry, I like him a little more on FanDuel, 9.8K. If we don't play Giannis, we can play Curry, so that's probably the only way to get him. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Wiggins, he's okay. Draymond, I'm fine with him as the last piece. That probably does it for the most part. Oubre has looked good. Don't mind him if you want to go there for 5-6 on FanDuel.
Yeah, minutes going up for Oubre is what you said, right?
Yeah, and then like I said with Draymond, he's 5.4K. It's like I never really liked to roster Draymond. He's pretty inconsistent. Like sometimes he tries. It seems like some nights he tries harder than other nights. But I think this is a national TV game. I think this is the second half of the doubleheader. I'm just gonna check real quick. I always like the Warriors in national TV games. I don't know why. So it's actually not the national TV game. The Pelicans Jazz game is the second half. So I mean, I don't know. I don't mind Draymond for this price tag. It's not someone I love to endorse here, but I mean, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Barrett in the chat says Curry gonna cook tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Knicks are actually pretty good defensively. That's the surprising part. I mean, not too surprising. Obviously, they have Tibbs now. They really slow down the pace of the game just the way they play. So, I mean, I like Curry in this spot, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a down game.
Yeah. Trigger had a typo, but he says Randall better hope he's on Draymond.
Randall better hope he's on Draymond. Yeah, I think Trigger said he likes Wiseman a lot, so that's why.
Yeah. See, Josh says Trigger is a wise man. Hasty says this. Thomas here says Wiseman swipes more than a gold digger.
Yeah, he's very handsy. He's like Triple J. Thomas likes to call him J3, Jaren Jackson Jr. They're both very handsy.
Yeah. Charlie Cole says, yo, what's up, Charlie? Josh says Curry, a good tournament play.
Yeah, I like Curry a lot in GPPs today. And yeah. I mean, I don't mind him in cash games even. Like if you want to go there instead of Giannis, I have no problems with that.
Yep. More chat. Hasty says, did you see how pissed Wiseman was when he sat for fouls the other night? Straight smashed a Gatorade cooler on the bench. Looked like he might cry.
Thomas says, "Yeah, I saw. He needs to relax and take a deep breath." Yeah, I mean, yeah, I saw that. He was getting some rookie treatment. He was getting some pretty honestly bad fouls. Like every 50-50 call went the other way. I had Wiseman that night. Maybe that's why I see it that way. But I don't know. He was definitely getting frustrated out there.
Yeah. Turner says, "What up, boys? What's up? How you doing?" Barrett says, "Davis over LeBron on DraftKings."
I actually like LeBron. I like LeBron more than AD today, straight up.
Yep. Okay, let's do this last game here. Third game of the slate. Pelicans against the Jazz. Let's do the Pelicans first. Don't see any noted news here. Starters for them, we have Lonzo Ball, Bledsoe, Ingram, Zion, and Adams. You are kind of high on Ball right now. You think he's going to play, but no, not anymore. You thought he was going to be good. You thought he had an injury at the start of the season or something. You thought he rested and he'd be like back to production. But now, no?
Shooting guard. It's not his natural position. I don't know why they use him at shooting guard.
You think that's going to stay?
Yeah, until Bledsoe is traded or until he's on a new team.
Yeah.
I mean, we got people coming in here. Every person that comes in here has a comment about my hair. So another one here. Brandon says, "I kept refreshing the stream, hoping Chris's hair stands up, but it's not working." I mean, you got to keep trying.
Just keep refreshing.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Best take of the day from Hasty. Yeah, I mean, hair is a popular segment here. Like, maybe we can like one day do like top 10 hair in the NBA or something like that.
I'll go with Sabonis.
Sabonis number 1.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what other people say. I like Oubre's hair too. Let me think. Anyone else? Do you have anyone?
I think Sabonis. Sabonis is nice.
Yeah, Sabonis has some nice flow.
Definitely not Kellyo for me. Brandon's saying, "You look like someone who sings backup vocals for Panic at the Disco today."
I'll take that as a compliment.
Charlie Cole says, "I'd go with Sabonis as well." Thomas says, "Someone please DM Stan Van Gundy and tell him to stop being an idiot and play faster and play Lonzo at the point. Such a potato sack."
Yeah, I mean, I think he has Twitter. I might have to DM Stan Van Gundy that right now.
Oh my god. Bring Alvin Gentry back. Yeah. Lonzo will never be what people hoped he would be from Hasty.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely looking like that right now.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, let us know like your top 3 hair, NBA hair. Definitely interested in that. You just have 2 right now, right, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis. I'm looking at the FanDuel player pool. They have nicer pictures there than DraftKings, so I'm looking through the players, trying to find someone I like here. I could do top 3 of the day. I'll go with Oubre 1. Kuzma. No, I don't like Kuzma's hair. I don't know. Maybe Alex Caruso. He has some nice hair. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have anyone?
I don't have the player pool open. Let's see from yesterday. Man,
Yeah,
just from the
Kevin
winner.
Huerter there. Red Velvet. Yeah, Red Velvet.
Red Velvet, yeah.
Durant is definitely up there. Durant's hair, yes.
Let's see what's going on. Steven Adams, best hair in the NBA from Josh. Yeah, definitely a lot better than Kelly Olynyk. Like for the long hair, I'd say Adams does it better than Kellyo.
I'll send you a quick picture here. I took this a few days ago in the Discord. There you go. Charlie says Crusoe, Trae Young, Eldridge Payton. Is that a combination of LaMarcus Aldridge and Alfred Payton? Yeah, but this is KD's hair. Yeah, I mean, KD has some. He's balding. You hate to see it, but
he's been in the league for a while though.
KD. Yeah, lots of stress, I guess. Yeah, carrying that Warriors team, definitely stressful for him.
Yeah. See what else we have. Thomas says no weight. Durant has best hair by far from Brandon. Yep. Hands down. Yeah, I was gonna say Trae Young. Trae Young is also nice. I'd put Trae Young up there. Chetty Osman, Turkish LeBron. He's got some flow. I'd say Chetty Osman as well. Interesting pick there. Sleeper pick. Charlie Cole said, yeah, you went through that. Payton used to have like the long hair, right? Like I don't know what that was before. What did you think of that one, Chris?
No, I wasn't a fan of that. Like it was getting in his eyes.
Yeah, it was like in the way, right? Like
it was getting in the way of his shot, so he would go up, and then it would hit his hair sometimes. I'm gonna try to find a video on that.
This is like how to handicap yourself in basketball. Like, I wonder what his shooting percentage differences.
I mean, he's trash, so I don't think it matters. But check out that video I sent you. This was a good video from a few years back.
One sec.
Tom says KD way too rich to be looking like that. Brandon says KD is the only black guy to never use a brush in his hair. Yeah. Okay. So this video. So it's titled. You can't see it here, but it's titled like Peyton's hair blocks or his shot gets blocked by hair. Maybe they'll show a closer video. Let's see. Definitely some. I don't know about that hair. I mean, maybe I'll have to try that out. Yeah. So he goes up. I don't know if he got blocked by it. Kind of controversial. Kind of like the Paul Pierce thing. I'm not sure about that.
Paul Pierce thing. That's another day. Let's bring that up for another day. Thomas in the chat loves that one.
I bet we're gonna have that in here today.
He says the guy with the yellow dreads on Brooklyn bench squad.
I think I know who he's talking about. I don't know his name though.
Yeah. Thomas says about KD's hair, about the balding. He says playing with Russ, I'd say I'd be stressed playing with Russ. I hate him with a passion.
Yeah, Thomas isn't a fan of Russ.
Yeah. Ghostify sent you LeBron's hair, Chris.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Similar to KD. LeBron's a little older though. He had to carry a few teams. I don't blame him for having some hair loss. I mean, it's out of his control.
Yeah.
Josh, anyone remember Andrew Bogut's Jedi look? Oh my god! Just look up Andrew Bogut Jedi. I don't know.
What is it?
Might need a link from you, Josh. Yeah. Sure.
Do you see it, Chris? Oh, this?
Yeah, probably something like that. That's number one pick, Andrew Bogut.
Is he worth it?
I guess so.
Okay, let's get back into this last game here. We can do more hair talk afterwards as well. We did the Pelicans, right, Chris?
Nope.
Yeah. I went over the starters.
Yeah, could you go over them again? We didn't go over the team.
Yeah, so said nothing noted here for injuries and news. Starters, we have Ball, Bledsoe, Ingram, Zion, Adams, and then I think you started talking about Lonzo Ball, and then that's what happened.
Yeah, so I didn't talk about Lonzo Ball. You said I like him. Definitely don't like him here in DFS. I think he might still be on a minutes restriction. The only guy I like from this team on FanDuel is Eric Bledsoe. They priced him way down. He's 4.7K. On a slate where we don't have much value, that's a pretty easy lock for me. Don't need to get too cute there. And then obviously up top, Ingram and Zion. Ingram has actually looked really bad. Like if you look at his game log, I know Brandon's a big game log guy.
Sorry,
So
which game log?
Brandon Ingram. But I was saying Brandon in the chat is a big game log guy.
Oh,
Ingram's been in like the 30s recently. I don't love him today. Not because of the game log. I think he's a little too expensive. It's a tough matchup against Utah. I like Zion more, both sites. 7-7 on DK, 8K on FanDuel. Don't mind that in cash. I like that in tournaments as well. If it stays close, I think it's going to be Zion doing the heavy lifting rather than Ingram. And then Steven Adams is also another fine piece on FanDuel. 5.2K. I said center is kind of thin, so I don't mind him if you want to go there.
yep. Hasty in the chat says Carlos Boozer with the spray on hair was the best NBA hair ever.
Yeah, I mean it looked like it was just sharpied on there. I remember that. That was definitely some good hair.
What about Chris Anderson with the hair? He had some hair, right? Birdman?
Birdman? Yeah, Birdman.
He had a lot of hair, different type of hair. He's definitely up there. Okay, let's do last team of the slate, the Utah Jazz. Injuries here, I'll just go through them. There's only 3. Hughes is out, Morgan is questionable, and Favors is probable. Starters for them, we have Conley, Mitchell, Bogdanovich, Royce, O'Neal, and Rudy the Rock Gobert. Yeah, what do you think of the Jazz, Chris?
So on FanDuel, no interest in anyone here outside of Donovan Mitchell. 8.2 at shooting guard. I don't mind that. I don't love it. I'd rather go up in other spots and then just play Dante and Reggie Bullock on FanDuel. But I don't mind it in tournaments. And then these guys are more interesting on DK. They're cheaper. You have guys like Bogdanovich at 5K. Decent mid-range play there, so don't mind him in cash games. Mike Conley is even cheaper on DK, so he's 6'5". I'm fine with that in cash games. I'm good with Donovan Mitchell here on DraftKings in tournaments as well. He's 7.9K. Pretty good matchup against the Pelicans, so I like that. And then Rudy the Rock Gobert, like you said, 7.2 on DraftKings is really cheap. I'm fine with that. He's 8.5 on FanDuel, so I don't want to touch that. I'd rather spend down at center. But on DraftKings, I do like Gobert in cash games.
Yeah. Trigger says, well, actually, before we do that, let's do some real content. Hasty says, Utah going to hit the threes again. What do you think of that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that.
Okay. Thomas says Chris Bosh in the Raptors looked like Wiz Khalifa, IMO.
Yeah, I see it.
This is what we have here. Yeah, that was actually nice hair. I remember that. Yeah, looked like a Raptor out there on the court. LeBron with the hairline being wiped off by his headband.
So he doesn't wear it anymore? Maybe.
Yeah. Thomas says Raptors special just for Garry. Yeah. No, this is a good one. Good throwback for sure. Thoughts? Tony Yu says thoughts on Dante.
I love Dante on FanDuel. 4.4K at shooting guard. Just it opens things up for you. So I like him a lot on FanDuel. Not too interested on DK. 4.9K. I think we have better value elsewhere. Guys like, I know it's ugly, but guys like Caruso, 3.2K. I'd rather go there. I'd rather go down even to Pat Connaughton, 3.4K. But on FanDuel, yeah, I like Dante DiVincenzo a lot.
Yeah. Me says favorite cash center FanDuel not named Rudy the Rock Gobert.
I'll go with, it's between Mitchell Robinson and James Wiseman. I actually like them more than Rudy Gobert. Just opens up construction a little more. It's easier to fit in guys like LeBron, AD, Giannis, Curry. So I'm between Mitchell Robinson for 5.6 and James Wiseman for 4.4. If you made me choose one in cash games, I'd probably go with Mitchell Robinson. I just feel a little safer with that. In tournaments, I'd go with Wiseman.
Yep. Trigger says watch the video of LeBron adjusting his headband and his hairline disappeared.
I mean, we need a link for that.
Yeah, we need a link. Brandon likes that one. Trigger says AD was laughing his ass off. I know there's a good video of AD that you really like, Chris, back in his college days.
Yeah, I mean, I love that video.
Oh my god, it's so weird. Oh my god, Thomas knows that video. I wonder if Hasty knows that video.
I'm sure everyone loves that video. Brandon saying I'm actually laughing at the DiVincenzo call. I mean, he's 4-4 on FanDuel. Brandon paid 5-5 for Kendrick Nunn yesterday on FanDuel. Definitely Dante DiVincenzo at 4-4 is not a bad play here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it for the slate overview. Do you want to jump into the core plays, or is there anything you want to go over before?
No,
Any other hair?
Do it.
No hair? Okay. Let's load everything up. Okay, FanDuel. It's DraftKings. FanDuel, first core play. Who do you have?
I think we can go with Eric Bledsoe. 4.7K. Pretty clear mispricing there. We don't have great value, so that's why we like these guys. On like an 11-game slate, we probably wouldn't have interest, but we have to deal with what we have here. So I like Bledsoe there.
Okay. Next up, who do you have?
Let's go with Dante DiVincenzo. 4.4K. Same sort of thing. Like paying down here, it opens up, lets you get the other studs. So I like Dante for 4-4.
Yep. Hasty says, "Yep, love that video of AD." So he knows it. That's good. Okay, third lock here. Who do you have?
Another value piece, just so we can open up salary for the studs. I'll go with Reggie Bullock for 3.6K at shooting guard. Not really any great options to pay up for here at shooting guard, so I'm good with that.
Okay, and then is there a fourth lock for you today?
Yeah, let's go with LeBron James. He has my favorite salary for one of the studs, so I'll lock him in.
Okay, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's hit build, see what the crunch machine spits out. Oh, we have the profiles up now, Chris? For everyone?
Yeah, the player pool thing doesn't work. That's pretty big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yes, we can compare these first two lineups.
Yeah, what do you like here? Oh, first two? Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, okay, so, I mean, just in general, like, this first one is a lot more stars and scrubs. We get LeBron, Giannis, and AD. In the second one, we get Randall and Curry, so it's a little more balanced. There's a 4v4 between these two, obviously. These guys are all my locks, other than Mitchell Robinson. I like Mitchell Robinson here, so I don't mind that play. Then the 4v4 is obviously Alfred Payton, Kelly Oubre, Giannis, AD versus Curry, Middleton, Randall, and Draymond. Just kind of depends on how comfortable you are with guys like Alfred Payton and Kelly Oubre. Personally, I do like this route more. I always like jamming in the studs when I can, so I'm going to have Giannis and AD in my lineup most likely. I do like that more than having this balanced build in the second one.
Yep. Some chat here. Mike Weaver says, "Hey guys, there's 0 New Jersey goalies in the player pool."
Yeah, so I mean, like I said yesterday, we get it from the Twitter. So when the teams tweet out their official lines, that's when they get added. I'll try to run the thing that updates that and see if that fixes it.
Yep. Let's see. Thomas Bay, off-topic question. When do you guys think Garland returns?
I think he's returning tomorrow. I think we got news on that actually.
Yep. Hasty says, talk about how clutch Sexton was last night. Looked like high school Sexton, just waving everyone off and making it personal. He stared down Harden after that 1-3.
Yeah, I mean, first I just want to answer Thomas's question again. So it says that JB Bickerstaff, obviously the coach, said that he expects Garland to be available for Friday's game. That's tomorrow. And then, yeah, Hasty said that. I'm sure Hasty absolutely loved that win yesterday for the Cavs. Like, he loved seeing Kyrie, KD, and Harden lose to one guy, especially Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton is obviously his boy. Hasty was definitely having a good time last night, most likely watching that game. maybe had a champagne shower afterwards. I know Thomas knows a thing or two about that, but I'm sure Hasty had a champagne shower after that game.
Yeah, good call there. Charlie Cole says, who do you think is a better overall center, Gobert or Bam Adebayo?
I like Bam. He's like, his offensive game is just way better. Like Rudy Gobert is an old school big, just kind of plays under the basket, lob threat. And then on the other hand, Bam, he can initiate offense, he can dribble, he can handle, he can shoot on the perimeter, mid range, and then defense. Might be a hot take, but I kind of like Bam's defense more. Like I think he's better on his feet, better laterally. Obviously, not as good at blocking shots, but still, I don't think that makes Rudy better. I like Bam more.
Yeah, Hasty says depends how you play. Bam way sexier. What else do we have? Yeah, Thomas says, let's go. Garland is my spirit animal. Glad to have him back.
We got two guys in here. I want to mention this. Jeff Jones, you guys are trash. Reggie Wilson, these guys don't know their head from their backside. I mean, I always have contests posted in the lobby. If you wanna take them, we can always play.
Oh yeah, you have some haters on Twitter. They join your contest and they call you out, then they lose. They win like one night and then they just it's kind of funny.
I mean, like if you guys want to play, we can play. Any stake, I'm not too concerned.
That's what I say. Chris puts his money where his mouth is, so definitely love to see that. And you've got your username, DraftKings and FanDuel, Chrissair DFS, so you can search him up in the lobby. Set up a head-to-head. He wants to do a 5,300 head-to-head. Let's go big shot. Since you think you're the best, put 5K up.
Tweet me the link. In my DMs, I'm down.
Yeah, set up the lobby, Reggie. We'll get that going for you. Clement says,
Twitter is right here. Just send me a DM. My DMs are open. Private link, just so you don't get scooped. I know you don't want to get scooped by one of the better players. Just send me a private link and we can set that up.
He says, just sent it, punk. Yeah. Clement says, what up, boys? Hey, what's up? Charlie Cole says, do you think LeBron is for sure going to play?
Yeah, I think LeBron's going to play.
Okay, what else do we have? Reggie Wilson sounds like Anush picking on me.
Yeah, I mean, you do hate to see it. Like, this guy just doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah. I think he's still mad that I was saying that you don't need to leave salary on the table. The winning lineup ended up not leaving salary on the table. So.
Oh, is that him? Same guy?
Yeah, same guy. Looking like straight Casper over here, bud. You ever leave your mama's crib? I mean, I guess I don't, but at least I can. I mean, all we can really talk about is our DFS results. Like, we can play, we can go over that afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can load up the result tomorrow of the 5.3K show match over there. But yeah, let's do the core plays. DraftKings, Chris, who's your first lock here?
So first of all, we can start with Chris Middleton, 7.6K on DK, better price tag there. So I like Chris Middleton.
Okay. Second lock, who do you have?
Let's go with James Wiseman for value. I think that's a good play in cash games on DK.
Okay, and then third up, DraftKings core play. Who do you have?
DraftKings. Let's see, another one. I kind of want to go with LeBron here, 9.2K. Pretty easy to get, so yeah, I like that.
Okay, and then is there a fourth guy for you here?
No, I'm just gonna go with those three for now.
Yep. Reggie's kind of fired up here in the chat.
Yeah, so I mean, I told him to send it in my DM. There's nothing there. I checked my email, so that means I didn't get any requests from FanDuel. I'll check my Discord if you sent it there. Didn't send it there. So I mean, you got to send it to me, and I'll get in there.
Yeah. Brandon says, actually did just leave Reggie's mama's crib. Clement saying golf, thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm not a big golf guy either. Thumbs down
Yeah.
for me too.
What else do we have? Hasty says, where I grew up, you didn't want to be known as a Reggie. Yeah.
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 He says, y'all racist on this channel now. Good to know. I'm not sure where you're getting that from. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, come on, man. We want to play a contest here. You came talking a bunch of smack. Tell me what your username is, and I'll send you the head-to-head.
Do you think he has like the badge on FanDuel even?
No, I mean I don't know what this guy's all about. Like, definitely don't want to be this guy.
Yeah. Lethal Chronos says, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Quote, I'm not sure how to say that. Do you know how to say that one, Chris?
Qigong Jin.
Nice. I had a feeling you'd be able to. Josh is saying, how many players should you have from each team in the Lakers-Bucks game?
So it depends on, I mean, with pricing, like each slate just depends on the pricing. I kind of like 2 from each team at least, just because it's the highest over/under on the slate. So yeah, I think 2 from each is a good way to start.
Yep. What else do we have here?
He says, y'all calling me out because I'm a man of color, and then Brandon just comes right back at him. He says you literally just called him Casper. So he's trying to pull out the, I don't know, reverse. Like, he's trying to play the victim here after doing his thing. I mean, you really do hate to see it.
Yeah, definitely an interesting guy there, Reggie. Yeah, shout out to Reggie. He loves to come in here, stir up the pot, but yeah, that's pretty much it for him. What do we have here? Tony Yu says, would it be possible to go over Yahoo Pricing and see any guys that stand out for value?
Yeah, so I'll just pull it up real quick. I like Reggie Bullock for $10. That's the minimum. Outside of that, it's kind of thin. Like Brook Lopez 16, I like that for value. Ingles 11, Wiseman 16 as well. Bogdanovich 14. I think guys like that are where the value comes from.
Yep. Lethal Chrono says, shaking my head, probably because I couldn't pronounce the name, or maybe shaking his head to Reggie from the quote. Josh says he's not a Star Wars fan, clearly. That's upsetting. Clem says last night was on fire. Reggie with the Run Pure plug. Definitely solid advice there as well. Solid guys there. So
I like Run Pure. I like how you're plugging for them. That's kind of funny to see. But yeah, I like those guys. They also have good advice there. I'm friends with some of the guys that work there. So yeah, I'm with that.
Gotta plug everyone. You know, it's a big community here. Lots of room for everyone. So definitely solid guys there too. But yeah, Chris, which ones do you like here?
Yeah, so we can compare these first two.
Okay. Should we just mute this Reggie guy?
No, I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, he's in here having a good time, giving us an extra viewer. So, I mean, I appreciate that. Your account, you said you watch Run Pure, so your account is good here. It helps us with the algorithms.
That's true.
Yeah, so you can keep talking in here. It helps us out. So, I mean, it's a win-win.
Okay. Let's just stay on the content here because we still have to do the 4 key plays. But yeah, what do you see between these two, Chris? I'll highlight the differences that I see.
Yeah, so I mean, Alex Caruso is our value guy here. Like I mentioned this when I went over the Lakers, like 3.2K for Alex Caruso on a 3-game slate. It's kind of what you have to do in order to pay up for these studs. So I mean, I don't hate that play. And then, yeah, so we can go over this 4v4, I believe.
3v3, I think, actually.
3v3? Yeah, so in the first one, we have Holiday, Randall, Bogdanovich versus Giannis, Conley, Connaughton. So obviously the first one's a little more balanced. Second one gets us Giannis. I mean, I kind of like the second one with Giannis. I always like to jam in the studs. Don't mind paying 3-4 for Connaughton just to get to Giannis. Conley at 6'5" is fine to me as well. So I kind of like the second side here. Obviously, all the players in both lineups are solid. Like all the other players like LeBron, Middleton, had him as a lock. Brook Lopez, 5'1", super good price tag. Wiseman, 4.5K, also a really good price tag. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like the second one as of now.
Okay. Let's do the core plays that we always do both sites. So we do favorite play overall of the day. We do the salary relief play of the day / value. We do the GPP play of the day with the disclaimer, and then, GPP fade of the day with the disclaimer, and then GPP play of the day. See some comments. Still on the Reggie topic, I think. Charlie Cole says, do you guys think FanDuel or DraftKings is a better app?
I like FanDuel. I like them. I like their app more. I like DraftKings for their contests. I think they have better contests, but I mean, just the user interface on FanDuel is it's a lot easier for me to use. It looks cleaner. It looks like the DraftKings site looks like it was done like 10 years ago. FanDuel looks a little better in my opinion.
Yep. Okay, before we do that, I think we have a comment here from Reggie. Chris, you got to hit the weights again. Starting to look like you need to hit the weights again.
I mean, I'm still waiting for that head-to-head. He said he would send it to me. He hasn't sent it to me. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah. Hasty says no muting. Yeah. Okay, let's do favorite play of the day, FanDuel side. Who do you have first one, Chris?
Favorite play, I'll go with LeBron here. I actually like him on both sides. I think he gets up for this game. He's played big minutes in competitive games. I expect this one to stay close. So yeah, I'll go with LeBron.
Yep. Okay, and then salary relief / value play of the day, FanDuel. Who do you have?
I'm sure Brandon will hate this, but I'm going with Dante DiVincenzo for 4.4K.
Okay, and then GPP fade of the day, the disclaimer that we always do. So the fade of the day is just a tournament fade. It's going to be a guy who's a solid cash option, but just someone that you want to just go lighter on in tournaments, just to get some leverage on the field, get some different builds going. Who is that here on FanDuel for you today?
I kind of want to go with let's go with Eric Bledsoe. I don't know. It's hard to fade someone completely on a 3-game slate, but I'll go with Bledsoe. I'm not a huge fan of Bledsoe, but
okay.
I'm gonna have him in the cash game lineup.
Okay, and then GPP favorite play of the day, and then there's a question from Clement that we can get into before we do DraftKings.
GPP play of the day, I'll go with Gobert. Spending up at center just gets you a completely different construction from the chalk. He had a big game last time out, scored 48. So against the same team, he could do it again, obviously. So I like Gobert in tournaments.
Okay, and then Clement has a question. He's saying y'all added a new tool, Cash and GPP. How do you use that? Yeah, so it's still work in progress. Basically, I think Chris wanted this feature, or I think it was brought up in our Discord as well. Definitely a solid feature, but the idea of it is you can have as many profiles as you want. And so you can make I don't know, if you want to do Lakers game or something, you can.
No, that's not how you use it. So you would use it to have 2 different or more settings. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do it with a team. Let's say you play tournaments. You have a tournament you have settings for tournaments. You have randomness on. You have uniques, you have stacks, stuff like that. You would use that tournament profile. And then for cash games, you usually just want to play something similar to the optimal, so you don't want any randomness. So then you would just switch to the cash game profile and use that profile instead. And it would just change your settings quickly instead of you having to always adjust them for whatever format you're playing.
Yeah, so right now, the way it works is it'll save all of the sidebar features. So if you have optimizer settings here, as you can see, right now I have the cash profile selected, but if I go back to the GPP one, it'll load what I last had there. So I put 3 uniques, but you can also do it'll save your player groups as well. So if you want certain player groups configured for your tournament games, you can do that. And then if you go back to cash, those settings will be gone. So right now we have all of the sidebar features supported, but we still have to add the player pool. So right now, like if you have, say, like 4 locks for your cash games that you really like, if you go to GPP, that's it doesn't save between the 2 profiles, so you'll have the same player pool settings. But pretty soon we'll make it so that all of the settings in the player pool also save in the profile. So like if you adjust projections, if you do lock or exclude, if you do minimum or maximum percentages, so we'll add that. But I was gonna say, like, it's also a good feature, like if you want to do like a narrative for, say you do like 150 GPP entries and you want to do a narrative for 50 of them. That's why I put like Lakers game. You could set up like settings for a narrative in that game, and then sort of build like 50 lineups like that, and then go back to a different GPP profile and do 50 like that, and then maybe make another one. But yeah, lots of options here. Definitely good feature, I think. Fun to play around with. Yeah, let's see. Tony says Alec Burks if Austin Rivers is out.
I think he's a little too expensive, just because we don't know if he's going to be on a minutes restriction. I assume he will be. But if you do want to play him, his price is a little better on DK, 5.3K. Tournament only for me, obviously. Yeah, I'm okay with him. I don't love him, though. And then thoughts on Zion. I like Zion a lot. I think he's a really good tournament play on both sites. I don't think his ownership will be too high. So, yeah, I do like Zion.
Yep. Okay, let's do the favorite four key plays on DraftKings. Who's your favorite play of the day here today?
Let's go with LeBron James as well. 9.2K, even cheaper than FanDuel. Triple-double upside here in this game. I expect him to get up for it, so I like LeBron.
Okay, and then value play / salary relief. Who do you have here on DraftKings?
It's kind of thin here. I'll go with James Wiseman for 4.5K.
Okay, and then GPP Fade of the day. Disclaimer, as always, this player is definitely cash viable. Just someone that might be higher owned in tournaments that you want to ease off of to gain leverage on the field. Who's that today?
I don't know. It's kind of tough just because we have a 3-game slate. It's tough to fade anyone.
Player group?
I'll say Chris Middleton just because he's popping a lot in builds. His price kind of stands out. I expect him to be popular, so I'll say Chris Middleton.
Okay, and then GPP play of the day. Yesterday, your plays of the day there smashed. So yeah, who do you have today?
I'll go with Drew Holiday. We're fading Middleton in tournaments here in our builds, tournament builds, obviously. So I'll go with Drew. Use that as leverage. 6.6K, really good price tag on DraftKings. So yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Anything else you want to go over, Chris? Any features that we're working on? What are we working on now? I think
a lot of stuff. Yeah, but I think we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. What else do we have? That's it. Okay, let's wrap it up then. If you guys enjoyed the content, be sure to hit like. Helps us out a lot. Helps people find our content. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe, hit bell button, hit all so you get notifications when we go live. We do the show every single day, 2.5 hours before main slate, never miss a day. And as I say now every day, Chrissair is not just a content guy, mid to high stakes DFS player across a lot of sports, both sides. So definitely puts his money where his mouth is. So definitely great value here, always free. So definitely do all that stuff so you can hang out here, ask your questions about construction, about our optimizer, about our projections, about DFS, about hair, all that stuff. Trash talk if you're into that. All that stuff you can do here.
I want to add, I'm still waiting for the invite if you still want to do that, Reggie. If not, it's all good.
Yeah, I have a feeling we won't get it. He probably lost most of his bankroll. Leaving like 1,000 salary on the table in 150 max entries, but yeah. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed our optimizer, if you like what you see and you want to try it out yourself, you can totally do that at dfscrunch.com. You can get yourself a 3-day free trial. All new members get that. Reggie, you can get that. You can start growing your bankroll. You can start doing a bit better in DFS. So be sure to take advantage of that. Absolutely no risk at all, 3 days free. So do that. You also get access to our Discord, where you can ask questions after the show, before the show. We have a good community there, lots of crunchers, very, very nice place to hang out. You can get Chris to answer questions. We also bring up like slate, like important news there as well for lineups, like if you need to late swap, all that stuff. We also do core plays there. So if there's updates in the slate, much like we do the core plays on the show, we'll update them there. Yeah, that's everything. I think with that out of the way, yeah, good luck, guys, today. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it a lot. And we'll see you all tomorrow and in the Discord.